You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna take it. All right, so what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, right? Well, here's the thing. You had a conversation of a sociopath, and I see this in society. I was watching a young lady do a video about the Lori Harvey, Michael B. Jordan situation, and she had that look in that conversation. And that look is, mentally they're just checked out into a different reality that makes no sense. But you see this from time to time when you watch people online having conversations. I saw that with somebody on Kendra G. They just, I'm like, here we go. So, tendencies, people who are sociopathic have lack of empathy, lack of remorse, rude, people who can't, who have an issue with rules and regulations. And I don't have an issue, ironically, I don't have an issue with people who want to be sociopaths and psychopaths. What I have an issue with is y'all talking. Because when somebody gets sociopathic and psychopathic with you, you lose your crazy all of a sudden. You're not that crazy anymore. You're not that sociopathic or psychopathic. When somebody treats you with the same sociopathic ideology or psychopathic ideology, all of a sudden you got morals. You become well behaved and well mannered, and the rules and regulations are coming to play. And then you want people to be empathetic to your plight and your struggle and what happened to you, and now you're a victim. No. So, but when people are talking, it's all this, hardcore. It's like, okay, all right. And that look in that eye of, you wearing this mask, and, I see it a lot even with people's ideologies, whether they be politically, class-based, or racially, where they know the difference between right and wrong, but if they're winning at that point in time and they're doing something wrong, that's how it's supposed to be. Okay. All right then. Well, that's what it's gonna be then. My turn. It can't be that way. Shut up. Shut up. Because if you're having a conversation like a sociopath, you might want to take into consideration maybe you're talking to another sociopath. Maybe you're talking to somebody who is not going to have any empathy for you either. And, I brought up this as far as the dating context and societal context because people like to do this for some odd reason. I don't get it. I don't get why the need to do it. I don't get the need to act, to speak as if, you have no emotion. Because if that's who you are, fine. But unfortunately, a lot of y'all are just playing. Y'all perpetrating, a serious fraud. And to me, what winds up happening is this. Okay, I'm going to take your conversation at face value and I'm going to go and get out of the way. Now, if I go and get out of the way, because I take your sociopathic conversation as this is who you are, and that's not what I want to be around. And then you try to charm your way around into the situation after you didn't said, you're a little quote unquote off. Then I got to say, wait, oh, you want to, okay. It's a game. Oh, okay. You want to break all rules of somebody stepping away, and you want to cross that boundary where if somebody says, you have it, I don't want it, and then you come double back like, no, I'm going to maneuver my way into your life and so I can show you no empathy and break all your rules. I mean, if that's how you want to go about it. Cool. Maybe I'll break your legs, face, nose. I mean, maybe arms and fingers. Just a few things. You should enjoy it, because what I see more and more and more are people who play this "I'm a sociopath" conversation game. And even when I see these like dating interactions or these show interactions, and these people are always surprised why I don't understand why nobody's effing with me, because you're a sociopath. And I can say social media made it more prevalent, because I think more people are actually, I think the phone made people a little bit loopy, because you're not actually interacting with human beings. So you thinking when you're interacting with human beings over the phone, it's, you have the same dead thing you do when you talk to somebody in person, and that's not true. It's not true. So now we have this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I think people are trying to learn actually being social. So because people are socially awkward, they gravitate to being sociopathic, because they're only there with themselves. So they're making up their own little bizarro world reality. And then when you have to be social, it's an uncomfortable thing where now people have anxiety and all that BS. So, but if you're going to have those kind of conversations, all right, I mean, that's where you want to go. Okay, let's see. But I'm going to leave this one at that. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch you on the next one. Peace.